So, welcome business executives. My name is Will Bartlett, and we are the International Business Consultants. And today we'll be discussing the various factors of doing business in Germany. So as I mentioned, my name is Will Bartley, and later on in our presentation, I'll be discussing the geography of Germany. Beside me, I have EBA Anga, who will be going over Germany's culture. Adam Breeder will be going over the technology in Germany, and Raquel Gomeros will be going over Germany's economy, and Ben Corbett will be going over Germany's infrastructure. We ask you to please hold your questions until the end. I'll pass it on to EBA.
As the host said, my name is EEA, and I'll be talking to you about the culture of Germany. As I have lived there for over a year now, I've been lucky to learn more about their traditions and customs. And so I will talk to you about their traditions and customs, their language and religion, and their business etiquette. And to begin, I will start with the architecture. According to the Urban Travel Guide, Germany is the 10th most beautiful country in the world to live in. Germany is known for its old timber frame towns. The German architecture was born out of the cultural movement after the First World War, and it is also known as the cradle for modern architecture. And now, arts and music. Germany is highly recognized for its classical music, and some popular composers, as we all know, are Johann Bach, Wolfgang Mozart, and Beethoven. And they also participate in diverse works of art. And now we'll talk about the media. According to the German Daily Magazine, the German television market is the largest in Europe with over 34 million television households, and 90% of those households with cable. There are also commercial and public televisions for people to watch. And now for the cuisine. The German cuisine varies from region to region, and over the years it has been more westernized. According to the Michelin Guide, German restaurants are the second most decorated after the French restaurants. Pork is the most consumed type of meat, and beer is the most popular type of alcohol. It is also known as the birthplace of beer varieties. And now I'll move over to the language and religion. As we all know, the official language for Germany is German, with over 95% of the population speaking this as their first language. There are also other minor languages such as Sorbian, which is spoken in east of Germany. And then there is Kurdish, Turkish, and Danish. For the religion, Christianity remains the dominant religion with over 62% of people practicing Christianity, 5% practicing Islam, and the others practicing either Buddhism or Judaism. I'll move over to the business culture or business etiquette. According to the world business culture, Germans place a high priority on structure, privacy, and punctuality. As I said, punctuality is taken extremely serious. If a person is to be delayed, he or she is to call and give and offer an explanation in order not to jeopardize the business relationship. There is always an agenda or protocol to be followed during these meetings. There is a starting time and an ending time. For greeting, a firm handshake is exchanged between the two recipients. This is common between other countries, such as the United States. According to the German venture, German being the first language is not a problem, as English is taught as the first foreign language in school, so most people know how to speak English. However, it is advised to have a professional interpreter to help you translate from German to English. I'll now move over to the business attire. According to the world business culture, Germans dress in a formal conservative wear, with the men wearing dark conservative suits and the ladies wearing conservative dresses, or suits also. However, ostentatious jewelry and accessory is not allowed. I will talk about the similarities and differences between the business culture here and in the United States. For information getting, the Americans want the essential information and the main points in order to make quick decisions, while the Germans believe in knowing as much information as possible and take their time in making important decisions. For risk-taking, according to the German website, Americans consider risk-taking a positive behavior and encourage it during business, while the Germans see it as a reckless behavior and discourage it. For change in decisions, once a decision has been made, The Americans may see the need to change it, while the Germans are reluctant to change. And there is an open door policy in America, while there is a closed door policy in the German business culture. And now to conclude what I talked about, I told you about the traditions and customs of Germany. I told you about the religion and language, and I told you about the business culture in Germany. And now I'll pass it on to Adam, who will talk about the technology.
Hello investors, my name is Adam Grieder, and I'm a business entrepreneur who's been living in Germany for the past 6 years. Over that time, I've gained experience in conducting and operating various businesses that have revolved around technology. And through that experience, today I'm going to be talking to you about new, innovative German technologies in the fields of medicine, agriculture, and automobiles. So to begin, I'd like to start with medical. Just like the German healthcare system, German medical technology serves the people it works for. Germany is the global standard setter when producing medical technology. This is why you can see German technology in various hospitals, medical facilities, and laboratories throughout the world. According to Munich Health and Technology magazine, German technology is highly reliable, very affordable, has an outstanding track record, and overall can bring your business very good opportunities. So overall, medical technology in Germany is innovative and highly specialized, and if you are looking to invest in this, it's a great opportunity for you. Next, I'm going to talk about agriculture. So when looking at German agriculture, innovation and efficiency are at the core of this technology. With the number of farms going down in Germany, the number of production has gone high up, has skyrocketed due to very efficient and effective technologies being produced. These technologies are innovative in the way that they allow for fast, efficient plowing, planting, cultivation of soil, fertilization, and also gathering crops. According to German Outdoor magazine, low fuel consuming and highly efficient machinery include the bean harvester, the maize harvester, the timber fork, the cultivator, the chisel plow, the spike harrow, and the rotary tiller. So if you're looking to bring industries to places or countries that use mainly labor as their source of farming, this is a great opportunity for you. Although technology in Germany is so abundant, my last field I'll be talking to you about today is the automotive. The automotive industry is one of Germany's greatest strengths, and through that, the emerging technologies such as optical communication links, navigation, old technology, and detailed assisted parking cameras are a reason for this. Technology innovation is critical in sales of automobiles. And as evidence, this is why you see so many German vehicles on the road today. It's because people aren't just looking for comfort and style, they're also looking for those technological innovations to be incorporated into their vehicles. Safety and comfort is at the core of German automobile innovation. And according to MIT report, some of the technologies that have been incorporated in German vehicles include electronic sun visors, traffic decongestion, cleaner fuel, and adaptive speed control, along with family technologies such as video screens for kids and things like that. So to recap, I talked about how the technology field in Germany is highly innovative and also specialized in the fields of medicine, agriculture, and automotives. And now I'm going to pass it to Raquel to talk about the German economy.
Like Adam said, my name is Raquel. I've been an economist in Germany for about 5 years now, and I'm going to talk to you guys about the German economy because it's very fun. So I'm going to start off with exportation. GDP, and then the market opportunities that you can find for your business in Germany. So according to the CIA World Factbook, Germany is the third largest exporter in the world. This is partially because Germany exports services. And what I mean by they export services is that they rely more on the service sector of the economy than the agriculture or the mining. So some of the services and products that Germany exports are vehicles, machinery, chemicals, household equipment, and also medical devices. And we export these products to countries like the United States, the United Kingdom, Netherlands, and also China. And because we've generated so much success from exporting, Germany has accumulated in 2012, according to the CIA World Factbook, about $1.492 trillion just in exports, which is amazing. And Germany couldn't have done it without the help of without the intervention of foreign companies, operating in their land. And companies like 3M and Ford, who brought business to Germany and really helped the German economy substantially by just providing the presence and providing jobs. Which brings me to my second point, which is GDP. Because foreign companies like 3M and Ford have brought a lot of jobs to Germans, thus increasing the overall German GDP, making it the largest economy in Europe. According to Exporter, Germany accounts for 5.86% of the world economy, which is great. We've generated a lot of success due to our strong labor market. And to ensure that we have a strong labor market, the government ensures regulations and taxes. Foreign companies are expected to follow standards, and like, for example, whenever they're putting out a product out there, they're expected to follow standards to apply that product to in a timely testing and also with certification. They are also expected, just like everybody else in Germany, to pay taxes to ensure that there is tax equalization, which is making sure that the rich not be richer and the poor do not be poor. So if you're still asking yourself why you should do business in Germany after I just gave you this little presentation, the answer is in my third point, which is the marketing opportunities that you can find in Germany for your company. Like I said, according to the CIA World Factbook, Germany has the largest economy in Europe. Although it's a little costly to do business in Germany, the benefits are very long-term and you can get a better product. You can expect higher levels of productivity and just better productivity in general. You can expect skilled laborers, and you can just expect a better product from Germany. And if you are still hesitant on doing business in Germany, just look at our track record. According to tradingexports.com, Germany has over 22,000 foreign companies operating and in Germany, which has created 2.1 million jobs for Germans. And really, this is substantial. The German economy is only going to grow, and if you don't do business in Germany, you're missing out. I'm telling you that. Okay. So to conclude, I talked about exportation and how it's changed over the years and what Germany exports. I talked about GDP and how it, again, changed over the years and how the government regulates foreign business transactions. And I also talked about the marketing opportunities that you can find in Germany for your company. Although they're expensive, there are long-term benefits, and really you just get a better product in general. So I'm going to pass it on to Noelle to talk to you guys about geography.
As Raquel mentioned, my name is Noelle, and I am a reporter for National Geographic. Today I'd like to discuss a little bit about Germany's geography by talking about its location, climate, and natural resources. So to start, Germany's location can be described as Central Europe. Germany borders the Baltic and North Seas, as well as the Netherlands and Poland, and is south of Denmark. Some major cities to consider when doing business in Germany are Berlin, Dusseldorf, and Frankfurt. Berlin is the capital of Germany with 3.5 million people. Berlin is an up-and-coming alternative nightlife and music scene. Not only does Berlin have numerous stores and restaurants, it also has innovative clubs and bars. Dusseldorf has a population of 592,000 people. According to Business Destination, Dusseldorf is Germany's high fashion and arts capital, home to chic cafes, boutiques, bars, and restaurants. And lastly, compared to many other German cities, Dusseldorf has more of a contemporary architecture. And lastly, Frankfurt has a population of 691,000 people. Frankfurt would be known as a business destination due to its thriving economy. Frankfurt houses Europe's largest stock exchange as well as Germany's national bank. Overall, the entire financial district teams up with business people from around the world. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about Germany's climate. Overall, Germany's climate can be described as temperate marine, cool and cloudy, with wet winters and summers, as well as receiving the occasional warm mountain wind during certain times of the year, according to the CIA World Factbook. Some current climate issues to consider when doing business in Germany are global warming and floods. Cologne Institute for Economic Research polled about 1,000 businesses, and 15% said they were negatively affected by global warming due to the rising cost of air conditioning. Flooding is a big issue all over Central Europe, with the most recent floods being in 2013 during the months of May and June. The overall flooding damage, with the lost 12 billion euros worth of losses, and in Germany there were 8 deaths from the flooding. And lastly, Germany has numerous resources to offer. These include coal, lignite, natural gas, iron ore, copper, nickel, uranium, potash, salt, construction materials, timber, and arable land. And according to the Economy Watch, Germany's trading partners for these natural resources are the European Union, the United States, China, Switzerland, and Russia. And so to conclude, I talked about Germany's best locations to do business, the overall climate and climate issues, and Germany's natural resources. So I'm going to pass it on to Ben to discuss Germany's issues.
Hello everyone, my name is Ben. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about infrastructure, namely Germany's infrastructure. When you're thinking about moving a business to a foreign country, going into a joint venture with a company in another country, it's important to look at the infrastructure to see how it will fit your needs. So today I'm going to give you a brief overview of what Germany has to offer and 3 kind of main points of infrastructure. First would be communications, which is very important to a business environment. Second would be shipping and exporting, the logistical infrastructure, if you would. And thirdly, just being transportation of not only just goods, but also people. So according to the 2011-2012 Global Competitiveness Report, Germany's extensive infrastructure was singled out for praise due to its capacity for high efficient transportation of goods and passengers. This includes high marks for road quality, airports, rail and port infrastructure, and communications and energy infrastructure. Germany is among the world's leaders in telecommunications. It's served by 46 million main lines, connected by 4 different means, which would be fiber optic cable, coaxial cable, microwave radio relay, and domestic satellite systems. Growth in the areas of multimedia and mobile communications, as well as the internet, have also been spectacular in recent years in Germany. Germany is one of the fastest growing markets for mobile phones, and even as far back as 1999, they were calculated to have roughly 15 million mobile phones. The government is still considering further investment, however, in technology because even though it's such a fast-growing market and their infrastructure with phones, TV, all that kind of stuff is exploding, they're still not ranked as highly as the United States is for the ratio of like personal computers and internet hosts per 1,000 people. So they're trying to kind of meet us at that level, which would be greatly beneficial to anyone who wants to move a business, especially from the United States to Europe, to have kind of an equivalent system. So I'll talk to you a little bit about the ports and shipping in Germany, which is a huge part of their infrastructure. Germany's logistical infrastructure includes not only the port of Hamburg, which is Europe's second largest container port, which means it basically ships goods in and out. It's pretty much exclusively for that. But also Bremerhaven, which is the largest vehicle traffic port which is more not only moving of goods, but of people and for transportation stuff as well. And Duisburg, which is home of the continent's largest inland port, which is very important for shipping and exporting and importing things, because not only is it great to have a port on the coast, but also inland. It's more efficient to move goods through rivers, canals, stuff like that, which I'll talk to you about in a second. So together with over 250 additional inland ports, which is a ton of inland ports, Germany's infrastructure facilitates the efficient delivery of goods in Europe's largest market, which is also very important, because not only is it good for a business to be in Germany with this, with these logistical infrastructures, but also allows you to not only expand to Germany, but then you can expand from there as well. Sort of like what the Dubai Group talked about, with importing and then immediately exporting. So, as I just kind of explained, the shipping is really important in Germany, and so I'm going to talk to you a little about a couple of these rivers here and why they're so important. The Rhine and the Elbe rivers, to be more specific, serve as major arteries for barge traffic to deep water ports and into various rivers along the north and northwest coastlines, which allow for really efficient and kind of mass movement of goods from one place to another. Germany has a dense network of airports as well. 23 of these offer international service, which is also important for global expansion for business and people as well. Frankfurt, their biggest airport, is also ranked as the 7th largest cargo airport for cargo moving in and out, and the 9th largest for passengers in the world. The country's highway system, also for just personal transportation, movement of trucked goods or just employees or people, it has one of the greatest kilometer density levels in Europe, meaning that it's very easy to get from one place to another no matter where you are. Not only roads, but trains as well. It has 38,000 kilometers of rail, which you could almost stretch around the globe, but is contained somehow in Germany. Their high-speed rail travels at 300 kilometers per hour, which is really nice. It's kind of a step forward, as a lot of countries have started to have this high-speed rail idea. Japan kind of started it first, and Germany's kind of right on its tail, because with a high-speed rail, I mean, it's great to have highway systems where it's easy to go from one place to another, and it's great to have great shipping, but really fast transport of people from one city to another can mean even more efficient communication, meetings, and transportation of just skill sets from one city to another, meaning you can expand your business better. So, in conclusion, I talked to you a little bit today about the infrastructure of Germany and how it's kind of set up to facilitate an easy transition and easy expansion for business in that country and to other countries from there, if you would so choose. And how its efficiency and growth over the past few years and on into the future, hopefully, will aid in the foundation of building business in Germany. And then EBA talked to you a little bit about the culture, and business ethics and the religious aspects of the country and the people in the country, And then Adam talked to you a little bit about technology. Raquel talked about the economy and how it has progressed over the years. And Noel has talked a little bit about location, climate, and natural resources when discussing the geography of Germany. So, as a group, we would highly recommend looking into Germany for either joint business ventures or moving your business to Germany, or using it as a hub to expand your business more globally, because of all the reasons we've explained today. Thank you very much for coming. If you have any questions, we'd be more than happy to answer them.